And I want to start by saying, although I don't think it needs to be said really, that each and every one of us here care about Alberta's children, what's best for children, the opportunity for children to be able to fulfill their potential. 2 years ago, Premier Redford asked me to lead the Ministry of Human Services, and she gave me a mandate to put children first. And she's never wavered in that, and we've been able to do some very good things. We've moved very quickly, establishing the independent office of the Child and Youth Advocate, bringing that bill to the Legislature, the Child and Family Services Council for Quality Assurance, the work on Alberta's social policy framework, which really talks about what kind of a place we want to have as Alberta, and the fundamental that came back from that discussion about the importance and the priority that Albertans put on children. The Children's First Act, which includes the development of a children's charter and enhancing information sharing to achieve better outcomes for children. Over the past few days, a number of our community partners and staff have been in touch with my department to share their concerns about the negative image of frontline staff, caregivers, and the child intervention system as a whole that is being portrayed as a result of the stories in the media and the discussion that's happening. Online discussions and discussions in the Legislature. The coverage and discussion of our child intervention system has stereotyped the system as one of despair. The reality is, it's one of hope. I brought guests here today to give them a voice in this debate, to highlight the amazing work of foster parents, child intervention workers, and our community partners in supporting our children in need. There are thousands of successes that happen every day when a child in care is able to go to school after having a good night's sleep and breakfast in the morning, child who gets to come home to a caregiver who's engaged in their activities and supports them to reach their potential. There are thousands of people engaged in the child care system across the province in many, many different ways, who give in very difficult times to do things to make sure that it's a positive outcome for children. We need to support those people. We need to say, yes, we can always do better. And we need to say, yes, there are tragedies because we're dealing with a very difficult and tragic population. But we also need to say, there's hope. There are a lot of good things happening, and there are a lot of good people doing it in our province. And it's a system of hope for Alberta's most vulnerable children. And my wish is that that voice of hope, will also be part of this discussion. And that voice of hope will be heard today. And so I'm very pleased to be here with people who have voluntarily come forward to say, let's have the voice of hope in this discussion as well. Let's learn, let's grow, let's always strive to do better. But let's remember that this is about hope for children who need people to care and be in their lives. And there are people who are doing that every day in this province. Thank you.